Hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Hopefully, you guys will be able to see us again. As I unfortunately StreamYard basically. Okay, guys, we're back live. Though I'm not sure actually anybody's watching us. Okay,
Hello.
we are live again. So we'll just see if folk manage to rejoin or not. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I've never seen that happen before. It looks like it must have been a StreamYard outage. So yeah. Okay, so we were talking. What were we? We were talking about. Oh, we were just finishing off talking about it in the paranormal, weren't we? Of course, I've now lost all the comments and all the questions. So what we'll see, as I said, if anyone else manages to join us. I take it we are live. We are live, are we? I'm just going to double check. It's telling us we're live. Yeah, we are live. Okay. Okay, we got one person come back in. So yeah, sorry about that, folks. No idea, as I said, what happened there. StreamYard seems to be getting more and more unstable. So we do apologize for that. But yeah, so while we're waiting for folk to come in, has anybody been watching any paranormal stuff lately on YouTube or the telly?
I was catching up on all the drone news last weekend, and Sunday. Just News Nation with Ross Coulthard, who's very much on top of it. Abdi's kind of on top of it. And there's been press conferences with the mayors and the senators of New Jersey and Staten Island demanding answers, and they getting them. I've got a contact in the military for asking about the British drones or UAPs or bases that have been seen during 3 bases in England. They were of the opinion that they are very much ours and connected to heightened security.
Right.
So there's a lot of folk putting up footage on X and YouTube and things like. Very obviously, it's planes. Their name recognized. You can tell the outlines, but there are some that's you just don't know what it is, kind of thing. They're need presenting the 5 observables that define UAPs. That's like instant acceleration and I can't forget that the 5, but yeah, it's there are different statements coming out of the Pentagon and that, though we don't know what they are, but they're no threat or any danger. Well, they're hovering over military bases. How can you say they're no danger if you don't know what they are? So yeah, I'm monitoring that. This is going on. Is it part of the disclosure, the ramping up? Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'm keeping tabs on it. But News Nation plus Coulthard is a good, credible source and looking at it, going to YouTube.
Yeah, I know. I was on the Paranormal History chat on Sunday night with a few American folk, and we were actually talking about it beforehand, and pretty much what you're saying is what they knew as well. So, yeah, really interesting. It's almost like a blasé response from the US kind of government over it. It's like, they're not really calming things down. Oh, Lindsay's disappeared. So yeah, we'll be interested to see how that one develops.
Mhm.
They're not Chinese though, apparently. So
Well, there was one Chinese person arrested trying to leave LA. His either a visa, American visa, or American citizenship, and he was the arrest was for flying a drone over Vandenberg Air Base, I think. That was last week. So
right. Okay.
that's I just sat on X, and so if the mainstream media is keeping it out of the coverage, I've not heard it in the mainstream media, but that was on X.
Right.
So you just don't know why Ukraine, with Trump coming into power, fits the score. Is it people that are undercover flying drones to get information? Is it security features of the bases flying drones? Because you can program a drone to take a specific flight path. Just press a button and you can send the drones up and scan your area. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. It's just the lack of information, and that's what concerns the public. We want to know. We're not toddlers. We shouldn't be treated like toddlers. We want to know. We can deal with things.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that one develops.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Lisa. Yeah, thank you. Merry Christmas to all you guys and Happy New Year when it comes along as well. Countdown is very much on. Very much on. I notice that there's a new paranormal show starting on on
Okay. That's,
Friday night with Jonathan Ross.
that's just the same one. We in Longman. It's like
It's a new one. No, this is a new show.
they've just added in Jonathan Rawson.
It's not the same show. It's a different show. It's
I
different
just thought
folk based in London. I think this one.
it's got Ian Loman though, is it?
He's in it. Yeah, he's in it. But as I said, it's not the same show as like Help My House is
Oh, I thought
Haunted.
it was a spin off of it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Not
don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, be interesting to see. It's on really, and I think Discovery Plus. I noticed it's being pushed quite heavily at the moment. Of course, he previously presented some of the most haunted lives.
No, it's his brother.
Also, it was, yeah, it was Paul, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah.
It was good. I'm looking forward to catching up with some of Jason's stuff over Christmas.
Yeah, I'm well behind with that as well. I was kind of keeping up with the Conjuring nonsense, but
Yeah,
house nonsense, but I kind of haven't been keeping up with his investigations. But yeah. Evening, Helen. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, we've had some technical difficulties, so our first stream tonight died on us, so we're back on. And I'm actually thinking we might be better doing it this way in future because that way everybody gets some notification as and when we come on live. So rather than scheduling it, but yeah, StreamYard decided to kick us all out and then disconnect from YouTube and Facebook. So apologies for that. Hope everyone's doing okay. As we mentioned earlier in the first half of the feed, we've got some events coming up already next year. So we're going to be in Oban and Pool U at Pool House. They're both in April. And you can find out more details on how to get tickets for them through our website, if anyone is interested, or through our events page here on Facebook as well. And then we will have another castle. I think that's going to be in May. And that's a castle that's never been investigated before. So really looking forward to doing that one as well. And again, there'll be an opportunity for the public to join us. And before all that, we'll be in Edinburgh in March for those who are just joining us as well. So really, really looking forward to that. We're kind of winding down for Christmas ourselves. So we will be, after this week, there'll be less content on the well, there might be, there might not be, to be perfectly honest. Depends whether I stay off Facebook or not. But yeah, we'll not be doing things like the psychic challenge and that until the new year and whatnot. But we'll probably still try and post a few things, maybe from the archives and things like that. We also will have another video from our Castle Fraser event this year to put up at some point. So look out for that as well. And I think next year, I said it last year, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to do more video output next year. Going to locations and whatnot and actually filming, because folks seem to enjoy it. So we'll try and do a bit more of that next year. It's going to be another busy year for us. There's lots on. There's private cases as well that we've already got on the books for next year. So yeah, there's going to be plenty of stuff for people to not just to find out about, but also to get involved in, hopefully. So hopefully we'll get you along to some of our events, and Ghost Walks as well will restart probably in April, if the weather is decent enough for it to start. So yeah, so I'm just trying to see if anyone's got any questions for us. Feel free to fire them into the comments section, and we will do our best to answer them. But as I said, I think. As I said, we've had our Christmas meals. Some of us have had 2 Christmas meals. So
this week alone.
Yeah. So I was going to say massive thanks to the Extreme Ghost Hunters for inviting us to the Codder Tavern on Saturday night. For, I think, Lindsay, it's safe to say one of the best meals we've had in a long time. So if Lady Codder is watching, because she's just taken over, don't change anything.
And can we come and investigate your pub?
It's actually the barman was talking about the history of the Codder Tavern the other night, and actually it's not that old. It was originally a barn, so it was like an outbuilding, and the majority of the building has actually been add-ons since the 1800s. So yeah, it's but yeah, we would love to, but I suspect we might get the same response we got about the castle, unfortunately. But no, food wise, can't grumble. It was good. Good. So yeah, really good night. So yeah, just as I said, I'm just having a quick look here at the comments, see if I've missed anything. Don't think I have. Nope. No. So yeah, so I think that's, as I said, from an investigation point of view, March will probably be the first public thing you'll see us. We're going to have to do live videos from Edinburgh, guys. So yeah, definitely.
And if the reception's not good, we can always take videos and then add them later as well, if we're interesting places as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. We were talking about that castle the other night, weren't we, Lindsay?
Yep.
Yeah. The other one, what was it called again? Kilrock? Is it Kilrock? Kilrock Castle, yeah. Kilrock Castle. We did try to get into that one as well, Helen. But we didn't, unfortunately. Oh, now there's a question. Oh, it's hard to pick one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to go first so you can have a think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, okay. It is really difficult to pick one, actually. Goodness. Because there's been so many highlights over the years in different places. I actually, if I had to pick one, just for the craziness of it, would have been the private case we did in Nairn. And I can't remember if any of you guys were on it or not. I don't think so. But it was like an episode of Most Haunted or Ghost Adventures. We were literally running around the place because the activity was all around us.
I was there.
Yeah. You know, it was like your footsteps upstairs, and imaginary doorbells ringing, and
I was there.
yeah. So that was a really, really interesting night. That one, I really enjoyed that one. If I had to sort of just say, right, that's one. But yeah, there's been so many highlights. I mean, even when you go into a location, I remember Lynn and me went to Pool House for the first time, and we weren't even investigating, but we were walking around with a meter. And then Lynn starts talking about the history of the place, and the meter's lighting up, agreeing with us. That was pretty cool as well. So who's ready?
Yeah, probably it is to be a toss-up between Inverary Jail and Castle Fraser.
Yeah, Inverary was special. Yeah, both occasions, especially the second time.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably my favourite when we went last year. Just that hallway was just crazy with activity.
Yeah, and it was cool because it was both groups got
I wasn't so keen getting growled at right enough, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but the fact that both teams got growled at was, in theory, was really, really cool from my point of view. Yeah,
because then it's like not just one group saying, "Oh, this happened to us."
Yeah. And we've had quite a lot of that recently, where we've been working in two groups, but we've actually got similar things and whatnot in certain locations in a building, which again, without talking to each other, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Kyra, you were saying Inverary for you. Yep. Lindsay?
I've had again, it's really difficult. There's been loads of cool stuff. I like when something happens that doesn't normally happen. Like I enjoyed, like, for example, I really liked the Pool House because I've never been somewhere that I've swayed before, for example. I really liked being in Touchwood where everybody started to struggle to breathe. Not because I wanted people not to be able to breathe, but just the fact that, it was just something different. I mean, I know I like sick TV programs and true crime, but, but then I think possibly like my first ever investigation, and it wasn't with the team, but I think just going and actually like learning to trust what I was getting was true. And like being surprised about how much I would get in an investigation, like I remember being in my first investigation. It was an old coach house in East Lothian, and just being like, "Oh, women shouldn't be in here," and everyone was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Oh, this is where the men come to smoke and gamble," and everyone was just like, "Who's this?" First ever investigation, and just picking up stuff. So that was quite special because it was then I thought, "Oh, I actually can do this," So that was quite good. But yeah, it's really hard just to pick a single one because we've been some great places, and I think we're very privileged with some of the places that we do actually get to go in. It's even in the couple of years that I've been in the team, we've been some brilliant places.
Yeah, oh, definitely, indeed. I mean, I know Kyra's mentioned before Abertarf House this year, which was like, wow, oldest house in Inverness, and that was special, without a doubt. What about yourself, Colin?
It's a shame I'm limited to one because there's two I'd really like to speak about.
Fire on two. Yeah, go for it.
For interactions with spirit, it's got to be, as Len said, the old jail in St Augustine, because that was 5 spirits within the space of
a couple of
hours. Prison guard, inmates, just fantastic. Unfortunately, I didn't record any of it. I had to try and commit it to write it up afterwards. But that was my first real use of the dowsing rods and getting good responses and very distinct responses on each of the different occasions. And that
it'll be live. You're running in the dark in the background.
A voice in the dark doesn't really. That's why you light up dowsing rods.
Nope.
Might just have to get a set of those.
More than sense. That's all I'm going to say.
Might speak about a more sensible disease.
Glue in the dark dowsing rods. And the second one is. Crikey, it's been mentioned already and it's just gone.
Inverary.
Inverary. purely because we had motion sensor lights in the stairwell, and we'd an expert in our group who couldn't explain why they were being set off. We invited him to move them, relocate them, see if he could
Debunk them.
debunk it, and he couldn't. It was just, it was very, very good, because when you've got someone with the expertise he had, and he couldn't explain why they were going off. Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. I think it is. I mean, it's sad that I think Scottish Paranormal guys, they were in. I think that was the end of last month. I think, and that was kind of the last investigation there for at least a long period of time. Inverary, they're not doing any further investigations at the moment, I don't think. So it's they've got is it a lockout kind of thing now that they're doing in the place, and I think they're also struggling for staff at night, is what I heard. So yeah, it's a shame, because it's definitely one of the best. I think it's one of the best locations in Scotland. Certainly from my experiences. But as I say, I'm sure next year we may get some new places.
Yeah, I've got just contacted her, so it's early days. It may not pan out, but we'll see.
Yeah. So, as I said, I think we certainly got a busy enough start to the year once things get going. As I said, anyway, in kind of April, and we've made a deliberate decision this year not to do anything too early in the year. We were actually talking about it on the Paranormal History site as well. Even the guys over in America and that, in their kind of locations where they are at the moment, the weather is just not, predictable enough or safe enough to be traveling around. As soon as we surely by fingers crossed by April, it'll be a bit better. Yeah, a bit better. Yeah.
And remember the thing night in the beginning of May or end of April at Barivan.
Oh yeah. Evening, Greg. Hope everything's good with yourself. Yeah, that was a cold one. Yeah, so as I said, safety first, no risks getting taken. Hopefully, as I said, for Oban and Pullew, the weather will be fine for those ones. I hope the weather's fine to get down the A9 in March.
Yeah.
Or it might be a long trek via Aberdeen. Hopefully not. But yeah, as I said, we'll keep folk updated with that. And as we always say, if there's a location that you want us to go and visit, let us know, and we'll see what we can do. Or even better, if you've got contacts, see what you can do for us. We're not shy. We'll take any help we can get. So oh yes, oh yeah. It goes without saying, if you can come up with a location and organize a location for us, you are 100% invited to join us. So yeah, that's, as I said, that's it. We've got a few more. We'll have some details around some charity auctions that are coming up as well, where you can win ghost hunting experience with us again, and I'll also be doing the ghost walk for so that's for the Amelia's fundraising. They've contacted us again and asked us, so I said we'll do that. So yeah, keep an eye out for those as well. As soon as we've got more information on how you can win, we will do that. We'll let you know. So we probably have slightly overrun, though. We had the technical difficulties in the middle. So a massive thank you to everybody who's joined us tonight. Have a great Christmas and New Year. Massive thanks for all your support this year. And we look forward to seeing you all in the new year again to carry on our adventures. So until then, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.